No, no, there's not.
So how you guys doing up there in Ohio?
Uh, good. Things are. It's honestly, it's really chill. I'm looking for my vape
Are the
pen.
grocery stores all fucked up, or are people's kind of leveled out? And
How is it? Hold on, I need to find my vape pen. Uh, I Here we go. I think things are restocking.
hmm
We, Aaron and I went to the grocery store. Aaron and I went to the grocery store yesterday. And okay, so last week there was nothing in the stores, and I was hungry, so I just went out to our grocery store. I don't know if you have them there, at Kroger's. So
yeah, I know Kroger.
okay, so I just got those mega packs of steak, and I don't know, I paid like $60 a pack, and typically they're really marked down. So I paid a lot last week, and I went yesterday, and they had all the packs out, and they were all like half price. And there was no sales to be had last time I went grocery shopping, but yeah, the sales are back.
Like we mainly, I mean, we'll do Publix for certain items, but we do Detwiler's.
No, I didn't.
Detwiler's Detwiler's is actually really fucking good. They got this because we eat a lot of salmon. They got this like Jamaican jerk
Yeah.
salmon in packets. They're already fucking sealed, and it's 2 for $6. And I mean, the flavors are amazing. So we tend to stay away from like the red meats. We do like fish and poultry,
Yeah.
just to be a little bit more on the healthier side. But it's the grocer. It's pretty panned out because I mean, that while there's like because it's like an Amish like farmers market, so they ship everything down. And man, we'll buy heads of lettuce. I mean, if you don't eat it in 2 days, it's rotten in your refrigerator. So it's like good
Uh,
stuff.
yeah. One thing that surprised me living down there was the amount of Amish shit there is. You kind of have to look for it a little bit, but the Amish people like Florida too. There's a lot of
Yeah,
shit
like
down there.
like Siesta. Or, I mean, they're all over the fucking place, riding their bikes and shit. And
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they're like completely Amish anymore, but they're not necessarily integrated either. They're still
yeah,
kind of got their own communities. But where I lived in Largo, they had quite a few stores, like crafts, like boutiques, and like ice cream. There's like a big thing. It's like Amish style ice cream, which I imagine
oh
is
really?
probably just churned, like freshly churned. I never went there, but there's
Wow.
one in Largo and there's one in Madeira Beach, and there's one in St. Pete Beach.
Wow. Oh no shit. Yeah, but we're kind of plugging along, and I mean, I haven't fucking been working, so I'm like kind of done with it.
Yeah,
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, my wife's making really good money, but just I take care of the house and fucking cook, clean, walk dogs. But I mean, it just gets fucking boring. All the beaches are closed. All the fucking parks are closed. I mean, it's like it sucks.
yeah,
It's like it sucks. We go down to the pool. I mean, hang out with a couple people, and it's just like everybody's like weirded out the social distancing and shit. And I don't know. Now the Florida governor said that he's setting up uh, the highway patrol, like the I-10 coming in, like from Louisiana, and then I-95 south coming in through Georgia. They're setting up checkpoints, and because everybody, you got under a lot of like New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut people have summer homes down here, and they just want to. They're like, why the fuck should I stay up in, that area when I can drive whatever 18 hours to my
right.
summer home? He's like, no, 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 no. So who
What he's
knows?
turning people away at the state line?
Yeah.
That's nuts. I didn't know that was going on.
Yeah, he's briefing on it, and it's almost gonna come down to fucking martial law, and especially with New York City. They
It's
might have the
fucking dangerous
National
times.
Guard. They might
Yeah,
have
there's.
the national,
Go ahead.
like with 9/11. I mean, at the bridges and fucking tunnels and everything, and just shut down the fucking state borders, which is going to be crazy.
Our governor was telling us when all of a sudden we started seeing National Guard trucks and the call for to activate the National Guard. It's like, oh no, no, there's just water buffaloes. They're helping out, pass out.
No, that's
But
what they're doing down here.
yeah, but I mean, it's only they've already got them activated. I mean, I'm sure there was a plan in place to phase one is helping out, phase two sequester everybody, phase
Which
three
is
keep
kind of
them in past 9 p.m. because everything's closed. Why should people be out anyway?
exactly.
They're gonna fuck with us.
But and it's funny that Trump signed the executive order that if need be, he's going to activate retired military.
I saw that. My boss, she did 25 years Army, and now she is just works in the VA hospital.
Uh,
But she works in healthcare for the Army, and she's damn near 60 right now. And they're talking about activating her again. She thought she had been done a long time.
yeah, where I mean, I look at it, I'm like, well, if for some reason I got activated, I'd be like, you know what, fuck it, activate me, and then I mean, if really look at it, I just have another what 14 years left and be done.
Yeah, could
If
you
so
do that
be
for
it.
14 more years? You only did it what, 6?
6.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things. I mean,
Yeah, but you'd have to deal with 18-year-old kids again. Could you do that?
not really, because I dealt with it at the sheriff's office and these
Oh yeah.
young fucking idiots, and I'm like, fuck. I don't know, but then you have, the medical, the retirement, and all that shit. So it's
It's
just like,
good.
but the thing is being back on a fucking cutter again, because I was an MK, and I'm like, you can ride it out at a small boat station for a while, but that rate, I mean, you'd be back at fucking sea.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't know. It
Well,
crossed my mind, and it's like, so I don't know. I mean, when we were in, we didn't really have cell phones and shit like that. I mean, when we
nah.
communicated with people, we sent postcards, and it was all email shit. Back in the days of fucking, we all had our MySpace accounts and shit like that. And now it's just like, if you're underway, I mean, can you use your cell phones underway? You know what I'm saying? So,
You were, I think, one
when,
of the first people I knew to have a cell phone.
yeah, I had
I
a
think
little,
I remember Fleck had one, and I think you might have had one too.
yeah, I had a small little Ericsson one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's food for thought. I mean, I'm 43, and it's just like, well, we came down here to, and I needed to switch over my certification, and now the fucking colleges are closed. So it's just like, well, what the fuck do I do? Because when I worked for the SO out there, I mean, I carried all our benefits and shit. The pay was, I mean, I was making what, 24 an hour, which wasn't too bad. I mean, my wife, she's the one that brings home the fucking, the bacon and shit.
Yeah.
So, but she's 53 or 52. So I mean, she has maybe another 8 years when she hits 60,
Well, 62 is the retirement age.
huh?
62 is the retirement age.
Yeah. So
She got 10 years.
it's kind of one of those things. But she's a nurse, so I mean, she don't have retirement and shit like that. I mean, she has to wait till Social Security. But even with Social Security, I mean, so I don't know. We're at this. We're thinking about buying a fucking double wide down here. just so
Yeah.
we're not. Um, there's one that's right in this area for like 28,000, and I was like, instead of us paying, I think we're at like $1,300 a month for our rent, and that includes, the water, trash, and sewage. But and then we signed a clause. I mean, we have another, I think, 5 weeks left where we could actually void our contract
Uh-huh.
without being penalized if we buy a home. And then I was figuring if we can get a double wide down in this area, live in it for a couple of years, and then when we find, um, our like retirement home, I
Right.
can turn that into like an Airbnb, like a rental property in this area, and get fucking, we'll say $1,000 a week.
My uncle did that. He lives up in Newport Richie. He lives and rented. He bought a rental in his apartment complex. So he was always on site to do the maintenance on it. And
Yeah,
yeah, it essentially paid for both places.
but yeah, she found that double wide. I mean, I would have to go look at it to see, number one, how old it is, if the frame is all rotted out, and I mean, you would spend. I understand. I mean, I've done construction majority of my life, so I mean, simple shit I could do. I mean, I built houses before, so I mean, but it's just like you don't want it to turn into, the money pit, and then you're not. But with the Airbnbs and shit like that, and especially in this area, and it's kind of it's pretty hot with the vacation rentals down here. So
You can't get a VA loan on mobile homes.
no, I would use the VA loan on buying our primary residence.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so the mobile home
And
wouldn't be your primary residence?
no, we would just
Uh,
live in it, and instead of paying, because I mean, when you rent, you throw money away. You're not
yeah.
building
I know.
equity and shit
I'm
like
renting
that.
now. I know.
So it's kind of one of those things that, I mean, we're talking about it, and it's just like, well, we can do this, and especially how the market's gonna kind of tank off, we can probably scap up some good deals. Because I mean, we do have a little bit of the capital that we can, without putting ourselves in the hole,
Yeah.
with certain things. So, it's food for thought. You know,
You've been able
but
to
just to buy
exercise or
some,
do anything?
huh?
You've been able to exercise or do anything lately?
No, not really. I mean, I walk the dogs to get my exercise, and then they closed down our gym. The only thing left
Yeah.
open, um, is our pools. Thank God they haven't shut that shit down. And Sarasota, I mean, Hillsborough County and Pinellas County, they're uh they're all on lockdown. And then I was reading whatever, the Sarasota Times, and they said that they cannot impose the stay-at-home order because like their lawyers got involved, so they're not doing it here. But we have followed suit on what is going on with like Hillsborough and Pinellas, because I think Hillsborough has the 100 confirmed cases. Pinellas has, I want to, or no, Hillsborough was like a 200, and then Pinellas was at 100, and then Sarasota we're at 42, and then you got like Polk County, Manatee County, they're in the whole 20s and 30s. So
Now that you live in Sarasota, do you consider yourself part of Tampa Bay?
no, not really.
I know it's grouped in, but it's a little bit too far south. But I know it was always included on the news. It was more so Bradenton than Sarasota, but I don't know. Once you get past St. Pete, I stopped considering it Tampa Bay.
I think once you hit that whatever Sky Bridge,
Skyway,
I
yeah.
think that's, yeah, I think that like Bradenton and Sarasota are kind of classified together.
Mhm.
And then, I mean, we have Venice, but Venice is what,
That's yeah.
20, about a half hour south of me.
Is that it? I never
Hmm.
went. So Venice is north of Fort Myers.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around. Yeah, I
No,
never went
no,
to Venice.
no. Where, because we went to that, it's like Mokum Beach or whatever with the,
Mhm.
they have all the fossilized fucking shark teeth.
Okay.
And that's the big area. But we drove down to Venice. I mean, we actually crossed the bridge and then took the we'll say Ocean Boulevard down there. But then if we jump on Tamiami Trail, I mean, Venice Beach, I mean, it's about 20 minutes, and it's only like I think 15 miles. But what all the traffic lights,
Uh huh.
it'll take some time, but the roads are pretty kind of desolate. I mean,
So
you can tell that. I mean, I think a lot of the Canadians fucking bounced the fuck out of here.
you have it's either in Venice or Naples. I don't remember which one, but there's a ferry that will take you to Key West, and it leaves a few times a day, and you
It's
can.
actually it's either Venice or not Venice, Fort Myers or Naples. I forget. It's one of the two. I think it might be out of Fort Myers.
Ferry to Key West from let me look Fort Myers, and you're what about an hour from Fort Myers?
Yeah, I went to go because my cousin Tracy lives down there. And we jumped on. We jumped on. What is it? 75.
It's
Uh, and it's like 45 minutes on 75, and then you get off, and then it's like you got to whizzle your way back in through all the lights, the whatever the county fucking roads. So it's
yeah.
another half hour. I mean, it's like the 15 miles, but it takes you you know 35 minutes. It's like
Mhm.
the craziest thing. Or like in Arizona, because Arizona and where we live, it was a giant grid, and the
Okay.
lights, they're quick lights. So you can actually time your speed and hit all the lights. And I mean, you can go fucking 10 miles in literally like 5 minutes. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know that area very well. I went to Fort Myers once, but I mean, I was only there. Yeah, I was just there to stay the night. I know I wasn't far from the airport. We were going to Miami, and we left after work. And from Clearwater area, it's about a 4.5 hour drive. So
Mm.
we made it as far as my Fort Myers, and yeah, we just said let's just stop here for the night and drive into Miami at like 8 in the morning, which is what we did. So
Because even
we
from like when we all got together, I mean, it was like an hour and 15 minutes, but I mean, it was like 15 minutes for me to get on 75, and then it was like a half hour drive to whatever 275, and then you go through over the bridges, and then you're winding down, and then you get off the exit. So I mean, it's not like Arizona. You do straight.
I don't hear you. Can you hear me?
You there?
Can you hear me at all?
You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was calling in, and that's why.
Oh, someone's calling you?
Yeah, somebody was calling me on my phone.
Oh, let me try this
So I
again.
guess it like mutes it and then flashes up and all that shit. But I mean, we're gonna stay down here. I mean, this is gonna be our retirement thing. So I mean, we're happy. It just sucks that I mean we got down here and it's like we hung out for a couple weeks and now like the fucking beaches and everything are fucking shut the fuck down. So it's just like fuck. 'Cause, I mean, when we got down here, we're going to the beach every day. I mean, it was awesome, and we enjoyed it and fishing and all that stuff. But now it's just like locked up in the apartment kind of, and
Yeah, what a terrible time to move to Florida.
huh?
I said, what a terrible time, excuse me, to move to Florida. You just moved
I
down
know.
there and they shut everything down. It's like, damn it. I could
Yeah,
have
we're
stayed where
down
I
here
wanted.
like 2 months, and
Uh,
we're and it's just like eventually it'll open up. I mean, I've talked to people. I mean, when they had all the red tide bullshit that
yeah.
can, um, that shut the beaches down for like 9 months, which was horrible.
I don't think it was that long. It was a few months, but I don't think it was that
Yeah.
long. It smelled though. It smelled really bad. It was
Hmm.
just like burnt tires and rotten fish. That's what it smelled like. Um,
Hmm.
that Indian Rocks Beach area where we went wasn't hit as bad as others, but it still really smelled down there.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, but I did look it up. It says so. It says the ferry sets sail on Montanzance Harbor on San Carlos Island, just north of Fort Myers, every day at 8:30 a.m. and it gets to Key West at noon. So you can
Oh, no.
hop on a boat at 8:30. I'm sure there's a bar on there. Have up some Bloody Marys or a Mai
Yeah,
Tai.
but they actually they shut down. Was it last week? They shut down the Keys. Like Key West is shut down.
Oh, I guess not
Only
now.
huh?
I meant not now, just whenever
Yeah,
you
I
can
know,
go.
but
That's awesome though. You can get to Key West. God, I never went. I've been to Key West, but I didn't go there while I was living in Florida. It's just too hard to get to.
no, like when we got engaged, I mean, we stayed at Almirada,
Mhm.
and that we were down in a week in Almirada, and it was badass. But like to drive down there, it's like an 8 hour drive from here.
Yeah.
But finding out about that ferry, it's like, you know what? Dump your car
Mhm.
and and go down there for the weekend.
Rent a golf cart while you're down there. Get around on a
Ah,
golf
why
cart.
not?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
my
so little
island's
Zippy
only
fucking chimed in, huh?
Just got back from the
Zippy's one.
store. I just survived the crazies out there.
Did you?
Oh no.
Almost had to take an old lady out with my boot knife, but she was looking at me funny.
I'm surprised you didn't try beating her with your whiskey bottle.
Ah, that's what they're used for when they're empty. Cut a bitch.
Uh, so
You
Zippy,
guys didn't
you
have.
were 40 minutes late last night, and now you're
Listen,
25 minutes late today.
I have a terrible
Oh,
time with time
Jesus.
this time.
Not a good record.
It's this whole thing of no time schedules and leaving and every day's the fucking same is it's getting to me.
So I may have like barely missed getting the coronavirus.
Really?
I don't know. Uh, so when we moved into this house, Erin was like, "Absolutely, we're not. It's just a rental." She's like, "You're not putting nail holes into the wall. Figure out a way to hang stuff other than nails." And that lasted a few days, and she was like, "Okay, now you can hang shit." But in the meantime, I went on Amazon or something, and I found these hooks that stick to the wall, but they're not like the
Peeling,
glue.
whatever
Yeah,
they are.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know what kind these were. I'd never seen them before, and they look like they would work. But when I ordered them, they came from China,
Yeah.
and it was like 2 months. I didn't hear anything, and then all of a sudden I heard something that they were coming, and I clicked on the tracking app to see where it was, and it was like 30 minutes from Wuhan, where all this shit broke out,
Yeah,
and they
but it doesn't
came.
last on inanimate objects very long. I think it's only like a day, but it takes longer to get to you. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah, well, it changed a lot of hands from China anyway. Regardless, when it got to my house on Saturday, I pulled it out of the mailbox and threw it in the trash. I didn't even open it. Fuck that.
oh man.
I'm not getting sick. It was only like $12. Like
Oh,
whatever.
the Jew in me wouldn't let that stand, man. I mean,
Uh,
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Aaron told me to throw it out. I was like, yeah, I definitely don't want to open it up in the house.
I
I know.
ordered something that I just got. I ordered in December and I just got it like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I kept it. I think it came from China too. I didn't expect it. It was work gloves, like working outside, rough gloves, and I was like, oh yeah, these are pretty cool. Yeah.
So was your guys' church service canceled?
Yeah.
I know
Well,
you
now
got to
they
go
want
to
to
church
do
every Sunday.
online CCD.
You did that?
No, they called Danielle and talked to her about it yesterday. They have religious class.
So Aaron's been watching church on TV. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Oh, okay. Jeff was saying Aaron's been watching church on TV.
Yeah, we're gonna do it today.
What?
Can you see me?
Yeah, you can see it now.
Hey, what's up?
What you doing?
Can't hear
So
what
what
he's
you're
saying.
doing, you got to listen.
I'm good.
No. Back up off my shit.
It's a fucking Corona earwax.
Yeah, I
She
guess
was
so.
scared of.
Yeah. It's all right. I told her I drink whiskey, so I'm fine.
Oh my gosh, I was so hammered when I got off last night.
You were cracking me up because you would just be quiet and you'd be like this. All of a sudden, you were like, hey, listen to me. I started this damn meeting and you're going to listen to me. And then you're like,
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. You're like, carry on.
I kept thinking of stuff to talk about, and it was just like, mainly Fish was just like so long-winded. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Let me try to get a word in.
Was that your brother? That
No,
was the other
Fish.
guy's wife? No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So the other guy, so same last name, John Gluff. We met.
Hey, you guys gonna be on for a bit?
Yeah, probably. I have nowhere to go.
No, I hear you. My wife just woke up.
Okay. They tell her
I gotta go say hi to the queen.
There you go.
Right. Peace.
I'll be right back.
All right, brother.
All right.
I have to make it last time.
Yeah.
No,
So I should have recorded last night, but I'm recording this, and I'm going to start recording these. So I don't know. May end up doing something with them, but I may just not. But I figured it'd be cool just to record it.
Just to keep track. I thought that was an awesome idea to do like a happy hour. It was like we all went to a bar.
I thought it was fun, man. I thought it was
really
fun.
cool.
I got the idea. Someone.
Yeah.
But
Danielle told me
someone invited me to a meeting. It was in the middle of the day. It was with other librarians too, but I didn't know any of these people, and it was just, I don't know. It was a venting session, but I didn't really talk much. I just sat, and after I got done, I took my headphones off, and I'm like, damn, that's the first time I've talked to anybody in like a week. Like other than my kids and Aaron.
Yeah.
And it's like I just haven't really talked to anybody. And we talked for a while like we did last night. And I felt so good. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this myself. But I was like, I gotta do a happy hour. Like I'd rather just sit around and drink with people.
Yeah,
and
me too. My only thing is I'm gonna switch it because that was on my work laptop and I probably shouldn't have done that. So I figured now I'll just do it from the home one. Not that I think anything will happen. We didn't do anything bad, but
you'll be okay. Yeah, I mean, use whichever one you want. But I mean, Zoom is an app that schools recognize.
Yeah. But I don't know how they'd feel about me drinking, you know that. But really, I figured why not? If I have the regular desktop, why not use that?
Is that what you're on now?
Yeah, I'm on my. This is the first time I've ever used the camera on my. I got the Apple desktop, and not bad. It's just I don't use it a lot because I don't know how to use it because it's not the same.
Yeah.
Everything's different, but it doesn't get viruses, so it's happy because I've had so many other computers they get a virus and they were down and I'd buy some new shit all the time. She made me always pay for that Norton, and it would hurt me every year, that $100 for that Norton antivirus, and I was like, ah.
I don't have any antivirus software. Well, I take that back. I have McAfee, but
that's the free one, right? McAfee or no?
Yeah, but I just got a new computer, so it came with a year. So I'm on the year version. But yeah, typically I've got Norton 360. But I have to be honest. I haven't had a virus in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think they might be building web browsers a little more resilient than they used to. Because I think like Google Chrome especially catches a lot of shit before it gets your way.
And if you go to the same thing where you catch viruses, if you surf, if you go to regular websites of regular things all the time, like not searching things,
Just watch where you're clicking.
yeah, and that's pretty much what you have to do.
Yeah.
That's why viruses have gotten crazier, but you have to do something like that. Like you have to physically like search like weird things and then click on something from somebody that'll download it. But if you go to like Home Depot website, you know what I mean, Amazon, things like that don't carry viruses.
Right.
So
So
what's your plan for today?
This. I've watched just about everything I can watch. Aaron is getting tired of my lewdness. I am just like staying intoxicated or stoned. And it's been like 16, 17 days straight of every single night. Like so I have nothing to do. Like I justifying my binge drinking on boredom.
Well, do you have some kind of exercise plan for the family to take them out, walk them around the house, man? Go for a couple mile walk. You need that exercise, brother.
Aaron's been on that. I've just been like,
well, you need it for you too.
Yeah, I know. Well, I do have a punching bag in my basement, and I have another thing on order. I'm going to get this done. So I have a punching bag in my basement.
I saw that. That's pretty cool.
And it's got a speed bag too. So I have that. I've got a weight bench, and I have the Bowflex dial dumbbells.
Weights.
Yeah, the dumbbells. I've got so it goes from 5 pounds to 50 pounds.
Okay.
It might be 55 pounds. Anyway,
cool.
So it goes 5 to 50-ish pounds, and then I just ordered Bowflex kettlebell.
Okay.
And it's the same thing. It's got a dial on the bottom where it goes from 5 to this one goes to 40 pounds.
How much was that?
150.
Oh, that's not terrible.
I know. I don't think I'm gonna get to the gym in the next 2 to 3 months. I don't think they're gonna open them up anytime soon. So,
but you need the vitamin D, so you need to get outside and walk too.
Yeah. And one more thing. In Florida, we had bike trails everywhere. Like I just leave my house and I was on a bike trail. There is none. So I'm going to get off Amazon one of those it's like a stand that you can actually put your bike in it and ride. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so you don't have to go out.
Yeah, you just put your bike on
your regular bike and you make it a stationary bike.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called, but
I get what it's like a mount of some kind.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's good to take the kids out for one too. You know what I mean? It's interaction with this whole thing.
Yeah. They're just called bike stands.
Yeah, my kids
got bike trainers, indoor bike trainers.
But get outside and get some fresh to eat. Drink some water, something without alcohol in it.
Yeah, I really need to start doing that.
I've been more lately, but it's not been every day. It's been, every couple days. It was 3 times this week, but it was only a couple drinks. And last night I drank after that, but I sobered up after that because I drank probably 4 cups of water before I went to bed. And then I did some work online. I didn't go to bed till like 3:30.
I just kind of passed out on the sofa.
Well, Danielle, where you were. But
what's the meeting number? Oh my gosh, the URL is right above where you typed.
Do you tell him that, or are you telling him?
No, I'm just gonna cut and paste. Whoops, that didn't work. How does he not? Just a second.
Got to do this 747-984-5338.
One second. Let me. For
Oh,
whatever reason, it's not cutting and pasting.
here, I'll just text him it.
Well, it's giving
I texted him.
you got the room wrong.
Did I?
Yeah.
984-5338?
Yeah, but it starts with a 7.
Oh, 747. That's
Yeah.
yeah. I was having trouble logging onto that before too.
I didn't know if Christian would buy into it. He said he likes it better.
What's that?
He likes this app better than Messenger.
Oh, okay.
I
think it's
prefer it
cool.
to Messenger too.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna sign up. Oh, I wait till Larson clicks back in. I'm gonna sign in on my phone and check and see how that works. So I was gonna go out and figure it anyway, but I'll
Alright.
wait till Larson because I don't know if I click out, then it's only you by yourself. If I can click back in, will it
Why
stay
don't-
open?
yeah, you can. I think you can log in multiple devices. I don't see why
Oh,
you
really?
can't. Yeah.
Because I did a meeting before on for my work there. Oh, there we go. Using internet. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't see you.
Oh, you can't see me?
No. On the app,
There you go. I got the Brooklyn Bridge behind me.
that's the Golden Gate.
Golden Gate. I did that for work the other day, just because I'm like, so people aren't checking out my house, because that's what they say they love to do in these meetings.
It kind of looks like you're floating. You're just.
It's the floating head.
Oh my gosh.
What's that?
You look so off balance. It's all good.
Oh. Yeah, my head looks really weird. It's because of that background.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you change that now.
I don't know if I've gotten in on my phone before, because I'm usually at work when I use this app.
Yep.
Okay.
There.
Does your phone
Does
have
that
a
look
kick?
better?
Yeah, you're good. Does your phone have a kickstand on it?
Yes.
Yeah, mine does too. I like it.
It's the case I bought. It's left it to be a little more relaxing. You don't
Right.
get in trouble for doing that in the house?
Nobody's home. No, I don't get in
Oh.
trouble. It's my house. Who's gonna yell at me?
I get yelled at.
Yeah, well, I do get yelled at, but
I get yelled at for smoking cigarettes in the basement by the garage
yeah,
door.
as you should. As you should. You should smoke outside.
What's the difference?
Oh my gosh, nobody wants to have a house that smells like smoke.
Yeah, but if you're smoking a vape pen in the house, it's the same freaking thing.
Oh, you're talking about a vape pen?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant cigarette.
Oh,
Yeah, the vape pen, the odor's gone very quickly, especially if you have a candle going and you can barely notice the smell.
true, because it smells like candy. And I don't have one of those big vape pens. I only have a little one, like a little boulder thing. Like my buddy's got one of those things that it's like a box.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of smoke.
I equate those things with, at the same level as I used to look at Zippo lighters. It was, I never want to invest in my smoking habit by getting a Zippo. Same thing with vaping. I'm not going to get $100 freaking
Vape pen.
fist that you smoke out of.
Some people, like, I know a buddy who quit his job to open a smoke shop for vape pens.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad. Is he making money?
I think so.
Really? I just don't see the money in those stores.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a thing. It's like, but I don't want to spend $120. What's that, Mother?
I might have a glass of wine soon.
Let's have some wine. Jeff, are you
Wine
drinking
for
yet?
me.
Or you got coffee?
I have coffee. Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
not drinking.
You drank a little bit last night at the happy hour.
Yeah.
Well-
So afterwards, Aaron's like, I just got done and I like went over to sat on the love seat. Aaron was like, nothing? I'm like, what do you mean? She says, you were talking for an hour and a half straight. You're not going to say a word now? And I said, I just need a break. I've been talking a while. And she's like, you can't at least tell me? And I'm like, what was I doing again? She's like, you were just on the computer for an hour and a half straight. I was like, I was? I don't even remember. She's like, I'm tired of you drinking so much. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Aaron asked him what we were saying on the thing. He's like, I was on the computer. she said she's not happy with his drinking every day.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you got to make concessions because I don't think this is going to be over shortly. I think we're going to probably be most of April. I feel like if I don't start drinking, I'm going to go insane soon. Smoke?
All right, stop throwing up on me, dude.
I'm not throwing up. When I start thinking, I smoke more, and I don't realize it. Then it makes me gag.
So I'm gonna start doing movie nights here with the kids.
Okay.
I bought a projector, and I've got a lot of wall space in the room that I'm in now, in this wall right here. Yeah. So
Amazon Prime goes movies from the theaters right to your house for $6.
They're 20, but yes.
If you buy them.
Yeah.
But if
you can only buy them. No, they're all $20.
No, I rented. What did we watch the other day? Jumanji.
Okay, so that's an older one. Yeah. Well, yeah, you can do that. They've always had the rental thing, but Jumanji's not in the theaters. Like The Invisible Man and Onward, those are in the theaters, and they're $20.
Is it? But do you buy it after that, or do you?
No, you only get it for a weekend because that money is still going to like box office revenues.
Oh, gotcha.
So they're trying to recoup money that way.
Okay. But that's not terrible. I spent $90 going to the movie theater with the kids.
Yeah, the last movie, what did we see? We saw a movie. It might have been Spies in Disguise. I don't remember what it was. No. It was a movie we watched it was Sonic. We saw Sonic. And they said, do you want to watch it on the regular screen of the RPX? And I was like, I don't know, RPX, fine. And they were like, oh, that's $19 a piece. I'm like, for a kids movie? And they're like, well, it's extra high def. I'm like they know. And I paid it anyway. Yeah, and we spent, so with drinks and popcorn, which was it. There was no other snack other than that. I may have had a beer, but it was just at $90. Yeah. Like I never spent that much at a movie before.
I did it for Endgame, and that was it. That's how long ago we all went to the movie theater together.
You took your kids to see Endgame?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Then Zachy even went and made it through the movie. I was quite impressed with him.
They chopped Thanos' head off with an axe. Well, he was okay with that?
Yeah. Thanos was bad.
Yeah.
But then they took it back and they went in time, and so they really didn't cut his head off. And then the whole war started.
Yeah. I don't really remember that movie either.
Oh.
I went to the theater. They were serving drinks, and yeah, I remember like the first half, and then it was a long movie.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was, but that was, so, I mean, $20 isn't bad. And then we might do that tonight. Then we'll rent that movie, because I heard that was good. That Onward, you said, did you like it? Carlos saw it and said it was good.
No, I didn't like it.
Oh, no?
No, and I watch kid movies. I didn't like that one. Okay. I would go, if you're looking for recent ones, Spies in Disguise is good.
Okay.
Their lead character is an interesting pick. It's somebody who you've never seen necessarily in movies before. It's a boy, well, he's supposed to be in his 20s. He works for the NSA, but he's very lovable, huggable, not violent kid.
Pigeon.
Yeah, and his best friend is a pigeon, and he's obsessed with glitter. I mean, The kid's never been in a movie before, but I
Okay.
mean, yeah, it's definitely one you can watch with the kids.
I want to see that Vin Diesel movie. That looks awesome, but that's not one for the kids.
Yeah.
What is Bloodshot or something like that? It's called.
Mhm.
That looks awesome.
I have not wanted to see a Vin Diesel movie in a very long time.
Oh, listen, he has nanobites. He gets shot in the face and it comes back together. And he's
That being said, I have seen every Fast and Furious movie, and
yeah,
that's
me
not
too.
a brag. That's not a brag. It's, I don't know.
It just have to, and I don't think it's bad.
It checks the box of like you just want to watch something on a particular boring Saturday that's got some car chases and action, and you don't have to think. I don't have a whole list of movies like that I watch, but I do like the Fast and Furious ones. It's passable.
I remember when the first one came out. That was like a low budget thing, and who knew that they were going to be Fast and the Furious, 10.
Yeah, I was dating a girl when the first one came out, and she wanted to see it in the theater. And I remember I packed a backpack and I put beer in the backpack. And
I did too. The first one.
you and I did that when we saw Unbreakable, that movie with Bruce Willis and the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah. That was in that theater behind in the
in
back
your
gate.
Parents' house in the Poconos.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh yes, we went to
Mike was with us.
Yeah.
And Jackie left us. Do you remember that?
No.
But yeah. So I went to the what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we went to the movie theater, and I didn't have cans; I had bottles. And I was like, we got to be quiet with these. And I put a whole 6-pack in there. Or it might have been a 12-pack. It was definitely a 12-pack. And I could barely shut my backpack. And then I walked in there, and it was packed. Like, I didn't think anyone was going to go to this movie because I thought it looked so ridiculous. And I'm like, well, at least I'm going to have beer and watch it. It's like, I didn't even bring my backpack out. I just kept it at my feet the whole time.
Uh-huh.
But do you remember what I'm talking about when Homegirl left us after the movie?
No.
So we went to get gas. So we went to go get gas. And then there was a tiff between her and Mike.
Oh.
And then she left us at the gas station. And it was just us three, and it was late. It was probably close to midnight. We didn't have cell phones back then.
Uh-huh.
She came back. But yeah, we were all pissed at her.
Huh.
Savage.
There we go. But wait, you can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Now you can hear me, right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, my phone's dying. No, but there was a funny time too, probably close to that time. And we went to Scranton, and it was when my cousin Ivan came up. And we went to the Cinemark Theater. And what the? No.
What are you doing?
When I plugged my phone in, it was trying to it's trying to download onto the computer. I don't want it to download. There's no reason to. But we went to this Cinemark Theater, and it was so long ago. Back then, it was I want to say like Urban Legend 2 or something that we went to go see in the movie theater. And she didn't feel good. So she sat in the car and told us she was just going to sleep in the car. So me, Mike, and Ivan went into the theater. So we were in the theater, and there wasn't anybody in there, but we were drinking. And we all brought beers, of course. And then there was this row of girls in front of us. There must have been, and there was the only place in the theater, and they all sat in front of us. There must have been like 8 of them. And Mike's talking in the movie theater, and this girl turns around. She goes, "Why don't you shut the fuck up?" And Mike starts laughing, and I start laughing. And my cousin Ivan's just looking at him, and Mike's like, "You know what? I need a bitch like that. I need a bitch that'll stay and speak her mind." Well, she turned around and she sprayed water on us. Like she squeezed a water bottle and sprayed us. And then, "Now, shut the fuck up." And it was just the previews. It wasn't even the movie on yet. And I was like, "Really?" And I was really pissed. So I took the whole beer, and it was a tall boy, and I cracked it, and I dumped it on her head, and then bounced the can off her head when I was done.
What?
Yeah, she
On
had
some
like,
random lady in the movie theater? You
yeah,
dumped a
she had
beer
like
on
a
her head?
mountain of foam. Yeah, she had a mountain of foam because I spun it so that it would
Oh my
just
god.
poured right down on her head, and then she just sat still and she didn't say shit. And then this big girl gets up that was sitting next to her, and she goes, "I'm getting the manager." And I was like,
Okay, Karen.
so she left. My cousin and Mike were dying. They were like, "Did you see the mountain of foam on her head?" And I was like, "Explain that shit to the cops and tell them you weren't drinking, bitch." And then there was a one guy at the row of like I said, there was like 6 girls or 7 girls and the one guy on the end, and the girl kept elbowing him. "You got to say something to him." He's like, "There's fucking 3 of them, and they're not small." He goes, "Why do I have to say something? It was your friend. She was stupid and poured water on him." She goes, "Get up and say something." Well, he got up and he was like, "Man, that was fucked up." So then the 3 of us stood up. They're like, "You got a problem with that? Should we talk about this?" And he was like, "Hell no." He goes, "Not gonna talk about it. Sorry, bitch was out of line." And he sat back down. My cousin looked at me and goes, "Dude, we got to get out of here." He goes, "If it was a soda, I would stay because she was out of line." He's like, "But you poured a whole freaking beer on her head."
Holy shit, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. Oh, you on the laptop or your desktop?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm trying to figure this shit out. And I'm like, okay now.
Is that a surfboard behind you? Are you a surfer?
I have a similar
Yeah.
story, Zip. So,
Yeah, but I also got the Campbell knife ring in the back.
I see that.
so I did something similar, Zip. When I was living in California at the time when they passed the no smoking ordinance in bars. And the city I was in, one bar was still allowing people to smoke, and they were charging a cover. They were charging people. There was a cover charge to pay for their fine that they would get because they got fined all the time for it. And they're like, "Well, we're just going to charge a cover to pay for the fine that we get every month."
What was
And
the fine for?
they were being fined because they were allowing cigarette smoking. So they just charged a cover charge so people would it was like the one bar people could still smoke in, and like they were fine paying the citation, and people essentially paid for it, so it wasn't any sweat off their back. So I was in the Coast Guard at the time, and that was where we all went. And so this it was an A school, so this one girl that was out with us got really, really, really hammered. And she was just being obnoxious. And the whole group was tired of her. And they're like, "Okay, you need to take a taxi and go back. You're too drunk. You need to go home." And she just pitched a fit. And she got an argument with someone at the table who wasn't me, is I didn't really know her like the other people did. And she took the pitcher of beer and she was aiming for this person over here and like gawoosh all over me. And I was like soaked. And I'm like, "You just dumped a pitcher of beer on me." And it got on this guy next to me too. And he actually lunged for her when that happened. He was going to wring her neck. And so they kicked her out of the bar pretty fast. And so she goes outside and hits a payphone up and calls 911 and says she was almost attacked inside a bar and she needs help. And then she ratted the bar out for their smoking crap that was going on. And they canceled. That was the last night they had it. The police came and they talked to them. They're like, "No more." And so we go back and we're on campus and we're in the lounge, and I had gotten some Taco Bell, still in my wet clothes. And she walks in the lounge and I have a giant big gulp fountain drink. And she walks past me and I just like heaved it at her. And then it splatters all over her. And I'm like, "Payback's a B." And then she went and tells the front desk watch person that someone threw a drink at her. So the person standing watch came in, and I'm like, I would never do that. Like, she's obviously intoxicated. She spilled it on herself and she's blaming us. And then the girl's like, "Well, I'm just not getting involved." Then we just went all our ways. But I did pelt somebody with a drink one time. And yes, it was a girl. It was absolutely a girl who definitely had it coming.
I pelted somebody with an unopened beer before, and it like smashed into his face and exploded in blood and everything else because he was being a dick at a party. And I went to hit the one kid who was talking shit, and he ducked, and this other kid was standing behind him, and he caught it right.
You pelted the wrong kid.
Well, he was the dick too, so I didn't feel so bad. But, it exploded like the whole can. Like I threw it hard, and it broke his nose and everything else. It was bad.
Where the hell was that at?
Oh, that was at when I was in the Coast Guard, and I went to a party with my brother with a bunch of douchebags, and yeah, it got crazy. It turned into an all-out brawl. Like I went to throw a kid off the deck, and they caught him, and he was dangling. And then I left, and then like they tried to grow, like 10 of them tried to go after us, and then I turned around and I whipped the beer, and the one kid was like, he ducked, and the other one was talking shit behind him. He was like, "Yeah, we gonna fuck," and boom, right in the face, and it just exploded everywhere. And I was like, "Well, he's down. He's not getting up."
Yeah.
After that. That was a missile. But yeah, crazy times. Now we're stuck at home, lounging.
I know. I'm starting to get a callus in my ass.
Yeah. I think tonight I'm gonna shoot off a bunch of fireworks.
Down in the parking lot, and you know what? Say you're doing it for the employees of your apartment building.
Well, it was 2 days ago. We were drunk. I didn't realize what time it was, and I had the big bottle rockets, and I was just like,
I wish I had fireworks.
So grabbed like one of our empty wine bottles, and I shot 2 off. I mean, they were loud, they sparkled, they exploded, and realized it was like 10:30 at night, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, do them earlier, like 9, and nobody would probably care.
No. So I have a bunch of Roman candles, the ones that shoot up and explode. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try one of those tonight.
Okay.
And then maybe like M80s.
Dryness, right?
Huh?
Is it raining by you? Like nothing's dry. You know what I mean?
No, it's Florida.
Yeah.
They say we're in a drought, but not really.
Gotcha. Because sometimes they do that with banning, like burning bans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like super dry.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh man.
What are you guys up to today, Zippy?
I got biology to do.
Oh.
The wife wants to start drinking, so I'm thinking about cracking open some wine or something.
Nice.
Because if I start with
Boots Farm.
No, I got a nice Behringer. It's a white Merlot. I like those. I like the sweeter ones.
A white Merlot.
Yeah.
I didn't know Merlots were white.
Yeah.
No, I thought Merlot is
That
red.
can't be right. I have to look that up.
I swear to God.
A white Merlot.
I believe you're swearing to God. I just don't think you're right.
No.
White Merlot is a nickname for rosé. Oh.
So
So white Zinfandel.
Okay.
White Zinfandel is what you like?
No,
That's
I like
crap's
the
not
fresh-
even wine.
I don't like reds. I don't like the dry reds, and
Why?
What? Reds are
That's
the
the
best.
only way to go.
Cabernet.
Cabernet all the way.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I can't do it.
Dry, oaky, it's good to go.
I know. I'm not even a wine person, but I do like Cabernet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow. So Zippy drinks girly wine.
Fuck yeah. I'll drink Arbor Mist.
My
Too. I'll drink
God.
the shit out of Arbor Mist.
You know, if you're not a wine person, when I was in Spain, the younger kids, late teens, early 20s, they would mix wine, just like whatever box wine. I'm sure you could do white Zinfandel. They would mix it with Fanta or Coke.
Okay.
And throw some ice in it. And I was really skeptical, but I had it. It's pretty good. And
I mix it with a spike seltzer, like these new spike seltzers they have. That's probably pretty good too, and you're adding more alcohol.
Dude, I had that white clam shit. Corona came out with that seltzer. Fucking, it's like almost like Zima. Like they're going.
Yeah,
back
I
to
know.
Zima.
I like
It's
Zima
like-
though. I
just saw a meme that said everything was fine until the white clouds came around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking terrible.
I was
Yeah,
doing.
I've never had one though. I've never had one.
I did one with Carlos. He was doing a taste test, but it wasn't White Claw. It was like the Budweiser one. It was older. It was some type of sauce. They had like mermaids on it. It was like on the cans, and they had different kinds. And we were tasting. I'm like, does this count as like a water break in between drinking? And he's like, not really, but that's what I considered it. What's up, Zach?
What's up, buddy?
Uh-oh. Mommy's getting on your tush.
Goodbye.
Oh, there we go. I pulled off the film on my damn thing.
Now you're
I'm
clear.
like, why is it so fucking cloudy?
He just figured out the
You have a new computer?
Oh, it's like brand new. I got one of those all-in-ones. I mean,
Nice.
for what it's
Apple?
worth.
Is it an Apple or did you get an IBM?
No, it's a Lavino.
Okay.
Okay.
They said, well, I didn't want to go with a high dollar one, and I guess it was mid-grade. I said, look, I just needed to fucking Google shit and print fucking shit out. I finally figured out the wireless fucking printer. That took me fucking forever. You got to like reset the router and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we had to do
You
that
know,
too.
I bought a printer in 2014, and I never put anything more than the ink that came with it, the like 10-day supply of ink. We never changed it. We never bought more toner. And it just sat. Like, we both have printers at work, and it's like, I don't want to have to pay for the upkeep on this one.
No,
Never
I do the
used
same
it.
thing. If I have to print anything out, I try to do it at work. But because now the kids have fucking school here, I had to spend like $80 today on fucking ink cartridges because we're gonna be fucking printing out a shit ton. I have like
Hey,
3
I'll be
black
back.
cartridges.
My dad's calling me.
All right.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. So, yeah. I wasn't happy about it, but we did it.
School here hasn't done anything.
No, they're not really. But she
Yeah.
ordered those books, you said, so thanks for that. She ordered for Victoria.
Oh, did she order books?
Yeah.
Was it the company that I haven't even got them yet? They're coming in the mail, but they seem solid. Did she order the company that I was talking about?
Yeah, 180 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what she's.
Yeah.
And I go to her school tomorrow to pick up a laptop, a Mac Pro, for her to, and they're saying they're going to download stuff for the classes. So I'm interested to see, but they didn't send us anything on, like the school was giving out laptops.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just put it on the district website that you can come and pick them up. So I went on Friday to the school and I signed up for one. So they're sending me an email tomorrow, and then I got to go pick it up at the school.
Cool.
Figure it'll help. I'll be like, get on your laptop, start working, stop playing with your tablet all day. Like that's what we have to stop, because that's all she wants to do.
We have a rule: no computers only on the weekend.
We did too, but this is just throwing us in a loop. Like when they had school, we did that, but with this, they didn't follow that now. But they're going to start following that again once we start getting school stuff.
They both act very addicted, and it's hard to get them to do other things in the house if the computers are out. So I don't care. I'm even still only on the weekends. I haven't broke on that one yet.
Well,
ask me in a week or two. But
when you hit day 27 and locked out, then you just switch it.
Today's day 18. Day 18. It was like a couple Wednesdays ago or something when all this started. It was, well, one of my kids was sick, or I was sick. Somebody, I don't know. I had to stay home.
Yeah.
And so I had to stay home. And then they're like, oh, since you're staying home, you might as well stay home a few more days because we're locking shit up. And I'm like, and then I've only gone back to work once in 18 days. So I'm going back tomorrow, and then after tomorrow, it'll be like the Wednesday after that, like a week, like
Every
9
Wednesday
days.
after that.
Yeah, it'll be, Then my day's changing to Wednesday.
Which will be good because it'll break things up for you a little bit. I know you're worried about the coronavirus and stuff in there, but
you know what I'm honestly more concerned about is the people who I work for, them not liking the homework situation. You know, we all have our jobs in the hospital, and they weren't designed to be remotely, but now they're saying, oh, do it remotely. So we're all kind of like scrambling, trying to figure out how to fill 8 hours worth of stuff in like reality at work, I don't sit at my desk all day long. I do walk around and talk to people, and I take breaks and I do all that. But at home, they will kind of want to see, what are you doing all day long? I'm like, I can do a whole day's worth of work in about 90 minutes if I just sat down and like.
Well, my boss wants that now. She wants data.
They want to see quantifiables. And,
I said, okay.
Yeah, so I still haven't got on board with doing that.
I'm gonna flutter with everything.
I don't have enough to flood. I don't have enough trackable things. So
count
what
your
I'm
emails,
saying is
count your fucking replies, give them numbers.
Yeah.
Count everything.
Yeah.
Returns,
true.
phone calls, like everything. Like she wants numbers. I did it just last night in the 3 hours, and I have 47 check marks of different data on different things that I've did and updated.
Yeah. Well, I need to just be meticulous.
Yeah.
Well, it's them knowing what I may or may not be doing, and then saying, well, you might as well come on in because we don't think there's enough work for you to. I think that's coming. That being said, they're sending me to a place where there are people with the virus, and I'm just like, seriously, I don't want to come in.
Yeah.
I don't want to come in at all. I don't have to be there right now. You just don't like the fact that there isn't a lot of work. True. It's like, well, part of what I do is like I work by request, and when people aren't requesting things, it kind of it hinders my day a little bit.
What about your governor was just talking yesterday? Did you see what he was talking about? Like he wants us.
I didn't see yesterday.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely. Well, they've been on that. Yeah, so that's kind of my point. Is the governor? He even said as of last week, he was like, a stay-at-home order is in place. And my work, they're like, well, we don't fall under the governor's orders. We're federal government. That's for state employees and below.
Yeah, but Trump said the same thing. So they don't really have that argument. You know what I mean? You're not considered essential.
No, I'm not. And they can't make me either. Yeah. So I think they're just getting irritated. Probably everybody's. I understand that I'm probably picking up on irritations that people just have because everyone's really geeked out right now.
Yeah.
But I don't like the way that we're expected to pick up the pace being at home.
All right, bitches.
Yeah.
Watch out.
There he is, the old dirt dog. Now, what are you going off your computer itself? You're not going off the earpiece?
Oh, yeah, I'm just going off. I don't know how I fucking did it, but I fucking got this shit going, and I'm like, I have the phone thing. I got my fucking desktop. I was just like, wow. I'm like, okay, I figured something out, right?
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's really nice when you prop a drink up here and just, it was nice last night.
Yeah.
I just had my computer going. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. It was like going to the bar with your buddies and you're just sitting there talking at a bar.
And I can't really explain why it was much different than when we get on there, when we were on Messenger. And we've all gotten on Messenger before, but I think it just works better this way.
No, with the Messenger, I mean, it was real choppy. Like when everybody's talking, there was the delay. This is actually...
Well, it's designed for that.
It's a lot better. Even on my phone, when Jeff and I started, I was like, holy shit. It's, more clarity and shit like that. But
this company designed this for things like this, and now they're going to get overused for everything. Like everybody has said, Zoom apps. That's all meetings and everything. That's how they're all going to go from now on. I mean, for the unforeseeable future.
Yeah.
Well, I'm paying for this version. This one, well, because you only get 40 minutes on a meeting on the free version. But it's only $15 a month, and I figured for the next couple of months it'll probably be worth it to pay for it. Or I don't know. I doubt that I'll keep doing this.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep doing this right now, but next month, 2 months, 3 months, I don't know.
So it's $15 for the month, and you can do whatever you want with that for the month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's really no limits. You can record. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
No. Well, I know my company does it. They initiate it, so I don't know if they have to pay for something for the company or not.
Are you using your personal account or your company's account?
I'm using my work email address, but because
To log in today, you use your work one? Oh, okay.
I could do a private one too and just say it that way. I could set up 2 of them, and that'll give me 80 minutes a month. But yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know how it works.
Figure it out as we go.
Absolutely. Can't
yeah,
spend
my mom
money on
fell
anything.
last night. I was on the phone with my dad, and she fractured her hip, and it's like,
Who did?
My mom.
Oh, good Lord.
How old are your parents?
70. My dad's what, 72? My mom's 70, but my mom has dementia and stuff.
Really?
I mean, she's 5 foot. I mean, she's not, well, she's eating again, but she's like down to 80 pounds. I mean, it's just, she gets up, goes to the couch, watches TV, and back and forth to bed and all this. So I guess last night at 4:30, she woke up to go to the bathroom and then lost her balance because she's using a walker and stuff. And I guess she fell, hit her face on the floor, her head, and I was just like, oh, Jesus.
She all right?
My dad didn't want to bring her to the hospital, and then he talked to my sister, and they have one of those EMOs that they do x-rays and shit. So he avoided the whole hospital shit because she's one of the susceptible people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so he's just gonna give her Tylenol. It's nothing. This is like whatever kind of hairline fracture, but due to her age and condition, she's just like, it's like, all right, we'll just rest in bed and kind of shit like that. So,
Well,
Is she still in the hospital?
no, he brought her home. He just called when the phone rang. That's why I ran out.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, mom's okay. It's just like the slight fracture in her hip, and
what are
a
they
couple
doing with
years
that?
ago, she broke her leg. And they put all pins and rods in it, and now it's like it's the other side still.
Hip replacement, you think, or no?
Oh fuck, dude. You know, she's pretty much kind of, I hate to say it, but out the door. And it's sad, but
sorry about that, man. That sucks.
no, it's all right. I mean, it's just one of those things.
Zachary, off the mirror. I'm not cleaning broken glass. He likes to lean into that mirror, and it's one of those ones.
Zachary, throw the weights at the mirror.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to wall mount that to stop from doing that.
Zachary, do Rocky and just take the weight and just punch the mirror at yourself.
Yeah. He does that. That's it. Listen, I told him when he was throwing stuff, I was like, hit the TV, please, because I know what you have in your account, and that is going to replace that 42-inch with a 75-inch surround sound.
Yeah.
Ultra high depth, and I'm like all paying for Zachary.
Nice. I gotta cut you guys loose. I gotta go grocery shopping. Wife's making tacos, so I gotta get some ingredients.
It's fine. I need to make lunch anyway. I'm actually hungry.
Yeah.
I haven't really eaten crap
Good talking
today.
to you fellas, and let's stay in touch.
Oh yeah.
Let's do another one of those cocktail hours.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what night I want to do it because I think we want to do a movie night. But yeah, so I'll figure it out. But yeah, hopefully we can get Christian on board.
Yeah.
Did he already leave?
Do it now. Now that he knows how to do it.
Yeah, like I figured shit out. Like I got it like in my phone, and now I got it on my desktop, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and you can tell, you know, he's gonna have a beer anyway. Might as well have a beer with some buddies.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's the way to go. We got nothing else to do except fucking this.
No crap. We can quit flying everywhere to see each other and freaking just do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we're gonna do when we see each other anyway.
Yeah.
It's been the way it's always been.
Yeah. No shit. All right, dudes. Well, let me get off here. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, take it easy, fellas.
Hey.
All right, bye.